Okay, hi everyone. This is our final speech, and we are going to talk about censorship in books and movies, a controversial issue here in Mexico and in the world. So let's start with me. And I want to say that this is a complicated issue to talk because it's very relative, in my opinion, because um, who decides censor the books or movies, who has the authority to say this is appropriate, this is not appropriate. I mean, it's very relative. For example, I can say this is a normal pen. um, you can write or draw, but another person could be think this is a potential weapon or so this is my point. It's very relative, this this topic. And I think, in one hand, you can prevent for content inappropriate for children, or content that promotes the hating in people or in the world. But in the other hand, you are prohibiting certain topics that is necessary about abracaded. And I want to listen your opinions too.
Um, it also depends on how a rich of you space is. But I totally agree with you. I disagree more with the censorship of books and movies, but because on occasions they can be useful to you. For example, what will happen if the power goes on out in house or we don't have internet and we have to present an important task for me the next day, the censorship of books is not recommended. Uh, I like for me. Mm, what is your opinion, Jaime?
Hi guys. So I agree with you on that one. I have two arguments. First, censorship is grown on principle. No matter how strongly we disagreed with a person's point of view or way of expressing himself. So he must be free to express himself in a civilized and free society. The laws that punish provocation are different insofar as the causal connection between the act of expressing himself and physical damage is great. While in most acts of censority, it is much more distant. The second, in fact, the connection between sex and violence on screens and in real life is far from conclusive. To say that those who watch violent movies are more likely to commit crimes does not provide a causal function of the movies. It could also happen that those who decide to use this type of material already have these tendencies, which are manifested both in their choice of what they see and in their behavior. Short-term censor tips might actually worsen their behavior in the real world, since they no longer have any imaginary real life. And that's it. Thank you for attention, guys. See you.
Um, I want to argument something. I agree with you, but in a certain way, because I think the problem is not that books teach children to be ashamed, for example, of the race or identity or sexual preference. We are the adults who fail to teach the books are learning, not shame. It's not be in the shadow of your children's and this there. This is correct. It's not. It's only have control of what they are watching, and and tell all the childrens, you need think about the content is not real. um, you can't um, like be agreed with everything in the books or movies are you watching. I think is a censoring for help parents and teachers to control and guide their children's. But I follow on saying who decides what is appropriate or not. I think is something relative.
Yeah. Oh,
Advantage,
yeah. You, Priscilla?
advantage, but I think there are more disadvantage. My opinion, I disagree.
Okay, that's it, guys.
Could be, but another point of view is books and movies are art, is expression art. How you can censor the art is something uh,
Yeah, I agree
complicated to
when
think
you,
about it. Art is expression for beliefs and things from the author, and you can't provide of the work that's content only because a few group of person, or you can consider it inappropriate for a group of people. And I think this is another point to think the censorship is really not necessary in a certain way because it's art.
so um, all all that is art not have censorship.
Um, Depends. Art, there's a content obviously not appropriate for younger people, but is a control who can watch this. It's like categories art, so you can see what is appropriate for you or for younger people or the people from a specific place in the world, because all not all have the same things and beliefs that others. So um, this is the good part of the censorship, is to prevent hating from people.
Yeah, finally, I also dreamed that what is art should not be censored. Yeah, this is the message for this discourse. All that is art should not be censored.
This is a question.
Oh, no, and
Ah,
that the message of this uh, talking is the that art is art should not be censored. Yes.
and what about you, Priscilla? What is your opinion about this?
Um, the finish and finish you. Uh, my opinion is depends how age of you. I decided the censorship of books and movies is disadvantage for people.
So I suppose that's all for this final speech. I hope this video is useless for people. And thank you for attention. And that's all.